The Lord don't care about who's got the biggest house.
My grandpa was always coming at us with that religion. And every time, it would go in one ear and out the other.
Cain, do you care whether you live or die?
I don't know. Come on, man, let's build. Come on.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, starting off at verse 34, and it reads this: Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. Koho Layam La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Proverbs chapter 8, starting off at verse 34, and it reads this: Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. And as you know and as you saw, that clip was from the Menace to Society movie, a very old movie. And I don't know what it was. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai put the spirit on me to watch this movie. And when you come back to your heritage, to this truth, man, you start to see everything spiritually, man. And I saw a lot of stuff in the spirit when I watched this movie. And that part alone right there is basically, Cain's grandfather was basically us, the prophets, asking Israel, do you care whether you live or die, man? Because of a lot of our people, man, they hate Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. As the scripture said, all they that hate me love death, man. And our people hate the true power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. And they worship and adore Caesar, Bozier, whatever you want to call them, man. Okay, the Edomites, man. They highly worship their oppressors, man. Okay, because when you find Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you find life. Okay, you're being awoken. You're being retaught. And it's a lot of clips I could take out of this movie and make a lot of videos on it, man, because a lot of things was being shown forth to the spirit, man, that I realized, man. Okay, these curses was literally on the screen. But let's keep on going. This is the book of St. John, chapter 3, verse 20, and it reads this: For every one that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. And our people don't want to be reproved. Our people don't want to be told that they're going off, told that they're wicked, told that they're doing all types of madness and wickedness in the midst of Babylon, man. Our people don't want to be corrected, especially from your own people. But as soon as, the oppressor, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, the Edomites, or any other nation tells them something, they'll humble down and listen. But us, our own people telling us to correct ourselves and this and that and blah, 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 it's offensive to them. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me I'm going off. You can't tell me this. You can't tell me that. And it's even like that in the truth. Israel don't want to get reproved or rebuked but yet they highly esteem that they can reprove and rebuke you, but you can't do it to them, man. So it applies on both ends, man. Balance is not going to be restored until, Yahweh Shai comes back to destroy this place and we get those new bodies, those new minds, man. Okay? Because 2/3 have to be destroyed, man. 2/3 have to be destroyed, and the 1/3 is going to be sanctified. It's going to be cleansed, man. Point blank, period, man. And our people love to be wicked. Salakia. Let me read this one more time. St. John chapter 3, verse 20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light. Because to be wicked, it's easy to be wicked. And furthermore, our people, they exceed in wickedness. It's a pleasureful feeling to them. Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved, man. And our people don't want to be reproved. They don't want to be told that they need to change, man. Because they think what they're doing is righteous, is right. But let's continue on. Let's go to the book of Tobit. It's the book of Tobit, chapter 10. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 12, verse 10, and it reads this. But they that sin are enemies to their own life. Okay? But they that sin are enemies to their own life. Because what is that going to lead you to? Death. That's the end result. You transgression against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, going against what he told you to do, how he told you to live, and everything else. And also him having his prophets out here giving you the full understanding of the scriptures, breaking everything down 144% through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, reproving you. Okay, Isaiah 58 verse 1, cry out loud. Okay, show my people their transgressions. So we're commanded to tell Israel what you've been doing. That's what has been offending the Lord. What everything that you have been doing, you have been transgressing against the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Every single act that you commit, man, is going against the Lord. And you even turning your head and mocking and scoffing, etc., is going against the Lord, man. And that's only leading you to death, man. But they that sin are enemies to their own life, because the end result is death, judgment, man. And it's not going to be no sweet, quick judgment. It's going to be harsh, okay? Painful. Well, let's continue. Let's go to the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 12, and it reads this. For the eyes of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. And that's the elect. That's the house of the water that's being established right now before your eyes, man. That third temple is being spiritually built. Okay? So the Lord is always, I don't want to rock this out. We are part of the elect. It's going to be hearing our prayers. It's going to, have a hedge over us, man. Continuing on. But the face of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is against them that do evil. And that's 2/3 of our people and these heathens, man. But as it says, in 1 Peter 4, verse 17, the judgment must begin in the house of Yasharallah. Okay, and we already know that judgment is, rapidly happening in Israel left and right. But not only does 1 Peter 4 and 17 talking about 2/3 of our people, it's also talking about people in the truth. People in this truth, okay, that claim that they're speaking and professing the scriptures correctly, breaking them down correctly, that think that they're doing the work of the Lord righteously, but are actually doing it deceitfully, being wicked doing it, man. So it's going to be a lot of judgment very soon. A lot of judgment, man, because a lot of Israel, just like the 2/3, a lot of Israel that claim to be in the truth really, truly don't fear the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, are not sincere, are not humble, have no humility, no nothing, no morals, no standards, want to come up some other way. But let's continue. Matter of fact, let's close out here because the point's made. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 30, because as you saw in the clip, it's the same thing that we saying to Israel, man. Do y'all care whether y'all live or die? And Israel is literally in the mindset, at this point, they don't give a damn if they die or not. They're not going to answer how Cain answered. They're not going to say, I don't know. They're literally going to say, I don't care. I got to go someday. I don't care. Because they love death, man. They love to be wicked. They love to be evil, man. But let's read this Isaiah chapter 30 in the Good News Translation, starting off at verse 9. Matter of fact, verse 8. The Most High told me to write down in a book what the people are like, so that there would be a permanent record of how evil they are. They are always rebelling against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, always lying, always refusing to listen to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's teaching. Now, give it, obviously in the movie, when he said his grandfather always talking about, the church and this and that, and it goes out of one ear, it goes in one ear and goes out the other. And this is our people. But even though, what he was speaking was not the truth, but it's still to show you that our people don't give a damn about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai or the Bible. Point blank, period, man. This is a clear example of how our people act, man. Okay, verse 10. They tell the prophets to keep quiet. They say, don't talk to us about what's right. Tell us what we want to hear. Let us keep our illusions, get out of our way, and stop blocking our path. We don't want to hear about your holy power of Israel. But this is what the holy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of Israel says. You ignore what I tell you and rely on violence and deceit. You are guilty. You are like a high wall with a crack running down it. Suddenly you will collapse. You will be shattered like a clay pot, so badly broken that there is no piece big enough to pick up hot coals. Do you understand that? He's gonna literally shatter you to basically to pebbles, to dust. Okay, you will be shattered like a clay pot, so badly broken that there is no piece big enough to put up hot coals with, or to dip water for a cistern. So look, man, this is a clear example of what we're dealing with and what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with amongst our people, man. Our people are rebellious. They hate the Lord. And not only 2/3 of our people, the Jakes that claim they in the truth and that claim they preach and teach the correct doctrine, that claim that they are on the right track and doing the right things, man. If you really don't fear the Lord, man, you can see it, man. But Lord willing, man, I hope and I pray that this is edifying and uplifting to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf, man. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.
Hey, do you care whether you live or die?
I don't know. Come on, man. Let's bail. Come on.